This video is sponsored by Full Reptile Collective, brought to you by Dan Hardy. Head over to their website at fullreptile.co.uk where you can find anything from training gear, t-shirts, hoodies, all the way to coffee. For an exclusive 10% off, use Dan Said So at checkout. Make sure to also check out their YouTube channel for some of the best MMA content out there, bar my own. Let's get back to the video. 26th of March, UFC Fight Night. The newly promoting fight is Chris Daukaus. Quick turnaround from his knockout against Derrick Lewis. Is in for a rough treatment now as he's against Razor Blaydes, Curtis Blaydes here, who has only lost 3 times in his mixed martial arts career, 2 to Ngannou and 1 to Lewis himself. Stylistically for me, this is hell for Daukaus, based on the pedigree of wrestling Curtis Blaydes possesses, how he takes everybody down, including Oleinik, who is an elite level grappler as well, smashes them to bits. It's a real worrying one for me because Daukaus is a very nice guy. He's lost a ton of weight. He's looking very sharp. When he fought Shamil, he looked very sharp leading into the Derrick Lewis fight, which is why he got the big fight. But Curtis Blaydes beating Volkov, JDS, Shamil as well. How he knocked out over him from inside the guard. Remember those with the elbows? He's Mark Hunt. The list for Curtis Blaydes is arguably some of the best names in the heavyweight division ever. And he's not lost a step. He's just been caught. Every time he's lost, he's been caught by someone who possesses the power of a Ford Escort driving at 40 miles an hour. One from an uppercut. And obviously, I disagree with the doctor's stoppage from the first Ngannou fight, but the second one, he definitely got that was correct. I don't see how Daukaus is going to hurt Blaydes other than using movement, to be honest. But I'd love to hear your thoughts on how he's going to avoid the takedowns, because there's no way you want to get taken down by Curtis in this fight.
Yeah, this is a tough spot. This is like kind of the problem with heavyweights too, is like you get a couple big wins over some of these guys. Chris Daukaus was finishing Alexei Oleinik. He was finishing Shamil. Some of these older guys who are still ranked. And then all of a sudden, you're on a 4-fight win streak and they throw you to the wolves. Like now you're automatically like top 10, you're facing killers. And this is a tough one. This is a tough one because Chris Daukaus in his last couple of fights, he's coming in more lean, which I like that to a certain extent. Like he's going to be the more mobile guy. He can stay on the outside. He's a very good striker. We've obviously seen that. Great boxer. But it's Curtis Blaydes. This is the guy who takes people down 10 times in a fight, 14 times against Alexander Volkov. He's just repetition, takedown. He has the ground and pound. He can get it done that way. The pace is going to be there for all 5 rounds. Like you said, the losses that Curtis Blaydes has, it's just those one-shot knockout guys. Chris Daukaus isn't really that. He's more of like I'm going to set you up, piece you up a little bit, and then when I smell the blood, I'm going to kind of go for the kill type of thing. I don't like the spot for Chris Daukaus. I'm a big Daukaus fan. Curtis Blaydes, should potentially be fighting for the belt. Had he not been knocked out by Derrick Lewis, he'd probably be the next guy up pretty clearly. And even that, after the Derrick Lewis fight, he gets Jarzinho Rosenstrike, gets the unanimous decision win, wrestles him, a similar opponent to Derrick Lewis. So, he kind of learned his lesson a little bit, figured it out. So I think Curtis Blaydes is just like right back in it. If he gets this win, he's got to be up for the title shot very soon. Like he's just that top level guy, 100% deserves it. Chris Daukaus, it just feels like he's good. I don't know if he's great. And this is just kind of a bad test. And Curtis Blaydes is just a bad matchup for just about anyone. So I think even with the lean weight cut, that kind of opens him up to be out wrestled even more. So I think it's a bad spot for Daukaus, honestly.
Yeah, you're 100% correct in the sense that as soon as you get 1 or 2 wins, you get thrown to the wolves, because unless you're Ngannou, Stipe, or Garn, I would argue now, even Derrick Lewis to an extent, he's ranked 3. They're the top guys right now.
100%.
Below that, you've got Blaydes at the very top of that list. You've got Jarzinho, Rosenstrike, you've got Volkov, and hopefully incoming people like Tom Aspinall.
Oh, yeah.
Then below that, you've got people like Spivak and Tybura And
Don't forget Tai Tuivasa. You'll get killed out there.
Exactly, Tai Tuivasa, and definitely going to get killed for not mentioning Tai. But you've got those are the caliber of guys. I would put Chris Daukaus at the moment at the top of that section, like the tier 3 of the division. Because the Olynyks of the world are now out of those rankings for me. They're now irrelevant. He's an old man. They're done. They're never going to, I don't know why they're fighting other than just for competition, the love of the game. I didn't think Curtis Blaydes looked amazing against Jarzinho. There was a lot of weakness. He took a lot of shots. He ate a jab. He just couldn't get out of the way of Jarzinho's jab and the low leg kick, and the calf kick. And we know Jarzinho's a kickboxer. He's a lot better clinical striker than Daukaus is, but I think you've hit the nail on the head. Daukaus is a good mover. He's really mobile. He doesn't stop moving. Even against Derrick Lewis, he tried to move, but he got smothered. It's a completely different game plan. He can move from Curtis in this fight. Curtis doesn't chain wrestle. He powers. I think he just grabs a double leg and slams you to the mat, holds that position, and gets the control time. And that's how he likes to win fights. He doesn't like to take a punch. Every time he kind of takes a punch, he kind of backs off big time. It's got the Brock Lesnar syndrome. Hit him once and he just kind of curls into a ball and goes, ah.
Yep.
I think Daukaus can definitely piece him up with the jab, movement, stick and move. Work on that sprawl, baby. Because if you know you're going to get taken down, you're going to have to hip heist galore. You're going to have to get back to that cage as quick as you can, stand up, move again, make him really work for these takedowns, because it's a 5 rounder. Has he got the gas tank to keep taking him down for 25 minutes? Or can Daukaus implement a game plan where he can stick and move for a few of the rounds, pick off some of the rounds, and maybe potentially, as you said, get a bit of that, smell the blood, chase him down, land a big shot, make him panic, make him think his game plan's all wrong. Really worry Curtis. I mean, safe money is with Curtis for me. It definitely is. But Daukaus definitely has more ways to win, in the sense of he's got better hands, in my opinion, than Curtis. He hasn't got the power, but he's got the volume. And that might be where, if he can defend a few takedowns, he can win some fight. He can win some rounds on the judges' scorecards if he's got the volume to control that round.
Yeah. No, I think, the volume, keeping the distance, staying away, that's going to be his game plan. He's a very good boxer, like I said, so I think he'll have that advantage. It's just, you look at Alexander Volkov, like one of the best kickboxers in the heavyweight division. He just got destroyed. He got taken down time after time. I guess the only difference would be we see that Chris Daukaus is a black belt. We haven't really seen that. We haven't really seen his takedown game. We haven't really seen is he good off the back? Can he pull a submission off the back type of game? But he is a black belt. I know he trains the ground game pretty heavily. We just haven't really seen it yet. So I think that could be interesting. I just have a problem with if he comes in 20 pounds less than Curtis Blaydes. If Curtis Blaydes does get the takedowns, I think he'll be able to hold him down with ease. He'll be able to lay on top of him. He is very good with the ground and pound too, so I think he could get a finish that way as well.
Yep.
And I love Chris Daukaus. Like I want to go with him here. I just think, again, this is just kind of he's going from Derrick Lewis to Curtis Blaydes. This is not a step down. It's borderline a step up. And we just still haven't seen
rank 3 to 4, give or take, isn't it?
Right. Like the rankings, it's a little different, but like
it's not jumping back to maybe something the UFC
it's not a rebound fight.
Yeah, that was too much for you, Chris. We're going to give you someone like Spivak now.
Right.
It's nothing like that. It's
nothing.
John, you've gone from John Jones to DC.
Exactly. Like I saw the fight get announced, and my first initial reaction was just like, shit, Chris Daukaus. Love the guy. He's just getting a tough fight here. And I think Curtis Blaydes has got to be so motivated right now, just knowing that if he gets this win, he's going to have so much leverage to then call for the next title shot. Francis Ngannou might be leaving the UFC. We don't know. That would put Curtis Blaydes in for the interim belt 100%.
Or a big fight. If John is fighting Ngannou or Garn or something like that, Stipe's still knocking about.
Stipe Blaydes. Easy.
I'm pretty sure you could win Curtis over by saying, look, you're not getting a title shot. He'll be like, for God's sake. But you are getting Stipe. He'll be like, okay, haven't fought him yet.
Right.
It's those sort of fights. He wants a big fight, but because he keeps falling at the last hurdle, I do feel for Curtis a little bit.
I know.
But again, yeah, tough fight for both guys. There's definitely ways both can win. It's not a complete shutout, but I think Curtis has the skill set to make it a shutout if so chooses. But I'd like to see Chris Daukaus use his jiu-jitsu for once, and I think we're going to see it. Top game or bottom game. I want to see some sweeps.
Yeah, no, I think that's going to be very interesting. That could be another key to a way that he wins. But my money's going to be on the Blaydes wrestling, holds him down. It gets past round 3. Now it's just kind of let's lay on top of him, drag it out. It goes 5 rounds. It's a sloppy decision. That's what I'm probably seeing. That's where my money's going to be.
Yeah, 100% agree. If you guys think Daukaus can win in any other way, let us know. If you think it's going to be a shutout for Curtis, let us know in the comments, guys. Share it around, and we'll see you in the next one.